Yeah.
Yeah, it's the beer video. It's the beer video. And something really weird has happened. The sun is out here, and but the sun is not out where Helen is at. Helen, it's not quite tomorrow where you are, but almost.
Yeah, it's about 11:30, I think, here. Yeah. I am in Amsterdam.
I'm not. Hence why the sun's out here and not where you are. Helen, how's the trip so far?
Great. Let's see, what did we do? Uh, let's well, we mostly like have spent the past couple days unfucking our sleep schedule,
Oh yeah.
but we spent some quality time kind of wandering around the touristy areas here. We tried to go to a museum today, but it was super crowded, so we kind of penciled that in for like when we come back from Roadburn.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, we lost. Oh my God.
I'm so good at stuff. Yeah, propping this up on a glass. That's
Oh,
like against the little end table in our hotel room.
only
Um,
high tech here on the beer video.
we went to Vondel Park today and saw some birds. Really cool. Um, yeah, and mostly we have spent our time trying not to get mulched by bikes, which
Uh,
Amsterdam is really like a very pedestrian and bike friendly city. Everything's within walking distance.
yeah.
Like, I don't think we've had to walk more than 20 minutes for anything. And like cars are kind of rare in our area. So like every time I see like some fancy lad in a Benz or whatever getting like stuck behind a stoplight, I'm tempted to like tap on his window and be like, yeah, that's right. It's not like back home in America. Yeah, you're the worm, I'm the king, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a place that I want to say not most Americans, but a lot of Americans wouldn't be into that. In Pittsburgh, like a few years ago, they put in bike lanes, and the bitching that took place from people about this was just, oh, you're losing a tiny little strip of the road. Oh, I'm sorry. You can still get to where you need to be. It's much better if the bikes are in a bike lane instead of in front of you. Isn't that
Many
easier?
has pretty good bike infrastructure now. We have like separated graded bike lanes.
Yeah.
But yeah, people threw fits about that too. Like you'd think that like adding that meant like we were like hauling people's like children out in their yard and shooting them. Like
Yeah.
it's in I don't know. I feel like Americans are gonna have to be forced to be sensible about this at some point because given that like the cost of like basic cars and car insurance has ballooned like by 400% in recent years. But until we are forced to do that, no one's gonna do it.
No,
So
no.
I'm just sitting here with my like bus pass and my bike, like, yeah, yeah, you guys can either do things my way or continue just like fucking shoveling money in the pit, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
That's what they'll do. There will be no meaningful change, especially considering in I don't know how many months this is now until the election. Well, until January. It's just going to go backward if certain things happen. Um,
About it.
what's that?
I'm refusing to think about it, especially
Yeah.
since my next vacation is a few weeks before the election, which I didn't even think about, but like
Yeah.
I'll have to have a meeting with my friends about how to bullshit immigration.
Ugh. Ugh. Well, when do you leave for Roadburn?
We leave for Roadburn tomorrow. Actually, it's gonna the forecast is miserable. It's gonna be like a thunderstorm and high winds, and we
Ah,
gotta check the hotel by noon. And the plan is currently to meet our friend at Tilburg Central Station. We'll all take a cab to the campsite and get situated, I think. I'm planning on buying us probably a bottle of wine and maybe making a nice dinner.
yeah.
See.
How long's the flight?
Oh, no, we're in Amsterdam right now, and
Oh
Tilburg's
God,
just
I'm so dumb. That's right. I'm a moron. Sorry. Yeah, I never mind me. I
yeah,
completely forgot. I'm
that's
sorry.
it's about a half train ride, so
Yeah. Yeah.
that's gonna be, I'm gonna be fine. I think we have one transfer in actually I'm not gonna try to say the name of the town because I can't speak Dutch, but it's Hieronymus Bosch's hometown.
Oh,
So, if we get there a little early, maybe like if the weather's not too miserable, we can like dick off and be tourists there.
yeah,
I don't know. I know they've got like a central town square with a big statue of a dragon. That kind of rocks.
nice. Another thing
Yeah.
you can see in America.
Yeah. We're lacking in so many areas, really.
You would never have to take down a dragon statue.
That's
You
right.
wouldn't. What would they do? It's not like yeah, whatever. Helen, I went first last week, and also
Okay.
since you are abroad and had to scope out something local, you may have the more interesting beer this week.
So this actually is not super local. This is a beer from a brewery in Greece, and you can thank Matt for spotting this for me because I was at uh, a shop called I'm gonna butcher it, der Beer Die Bierkönig, the Beer King.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I think they have an Instagram account, so like maybe we can tag them and they'll laugh at me.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Laugh at the stupid Americans.
so this is from a brewery in Greece, actually called PIGS.
Pigs. I love it.
Yeah. And it's called Anti-Cosmic Overlord.
Ooh,
It's got this guy on it.
I like it.
Yeah, it is a double dry hopped American pale ale.
Ooh,
So
there you go.
5.5% alcohol. I'm gonna use this glass from our hotel room. I don't know if you can see Matt behind me. He's watching his Magic the Gathering streamers.
Nice. Hello,
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah,
Lexi and
they're good.
Jane are trying to find some. They made Magic the Gathering cards for Fallout.
Yes, I think so, actually.
Yeah.
Hey,
All we can find is like the big, huge packs. We can't find the individual packs. That's what we're trying to find. But I think they're new. So I think I'm the wrong person to talk about this, but I think they're relatively new. That's a nice color. That's a better color than most pale ales in America would look. That's got some class and some weight.
yeah, nice kind of light amber. Mm, smells good. That's lovely, actually.
I had a feeling that an American pale ale is going to be made much better by a European than an American, and I'm not shocked.
Yeah, it's like it's very hoppy, but it's kind of bright fruit flavors.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah. God, this is really nice. Like I like when I can have a beer with prominent fruit flavors that isn't like sugary sweet.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Which is funny you say that because I might be leaning into a sugary sweet beer, but
mm, yeah, this is really pleasant, kind of light sipper. Um, and that can art's really great. So
oh, the can art's great. Yeah, love it.
yeah,
And you can't go wrong with a brewery called Pigs.
right? Yeah. They have an Instagram. I'll send it to you. But
Yes.
yeah, the real fun surprise. So, thank you, Matt, for
Yeah.
finding that for me. Like he indulged me too. We walked like through the bowels of tourist hell to get to this bottle shop and like I'm dicking off in there and like he chugged a bunch of coffee. So like he's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, it was a nice day today. Oh, we went to the McKellar bar again
All
and
right.
like yeah, they serve food and it's excellent. I had like a cheese hot dog with fried onions
I
and
saw the pic that was posted right on the Helen Eat Shit thing.
that was the first hot dog I ate today.
Oh.
I had two.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on vacation. And Matt had this vegetarian like hot sauce glazed like soy meat sandwich
Oh
and
wow.
they gave big, like crispy, pillowy fries, like amazing. And yeah, like everything was super great. And like they have like a 30 taps and God, it's got to be like 50 bottles. And they have like an actually really decent NA selection. Like Matt doesn't drink like actual booze, but like he had a yuzu wild ale and like a raspberry sour, a raspberry coffee sour that were
Oh,
NA.
that's a
And
combination.
they were both fantastic. Like I was, I've, NA beer in the States has started to catch up
Yeah.
where it tastes like sad bread soda, but like, you know, it is not on the level of European NA beer. Like this was genuine, like good craft drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to see that it's gaining some traction here. Um, but yeah, I mean, we'll see where we are in a few years. It seems like it's at least something that a lot of brewers seem to be interested in. Hilariously, on April Fool's Day, Dogfish had posted their latest beer, the zero alcohol 120 minute, which I thought was hilarious. I'm not a fan of April Fool's jokes, but I thought that was a pretty good one. Like their most alcoholic beer that they have, and one of my favorite, actually probably my favorite beer, uh, non-alcoholic. Um, so I guess only I can do a shirt check unless you just want to show your flannel shirt,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is fine.
hoodie. It's a little too warm in here to fully wear it, but
Oh, it's like 80 degrees here, by the way, Helen.
oh God, it's yeah, it's 60 degrees here. Here's the enslaved logo, and it's
Oh,
got the
oh yeah, okay. I got you. I can't remember what album that is.
I'm not gonna try to speak Norwegian at you, but
Uh,
it's the I think.
well, it's a good one. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm wearing a
I've been
woman is the Earth shirt. Uh, Woman is the Earth. One of the only bands I can think of from South Dakota. I think they're from South Dakota. They're from a Dakota, but I think it's South.
garbage state, but they produced Woman in the Woman is the Earth, so
Yeah, fucking great band. Love them. All right. So I think we all like pancakes, right? Um, I do. I'm a big pancake fan. I had a different beer in my hand, and then I saw this one and was like, no, this is the beer. It's barrel aged blueberry maple pancake from Ellicottville Brewing Company. It's an ale brewed with blueberry and natural maple syrup. I fucking love maple syrup and anything made with maple syrup. I'm a pariah in my house because of it. Um,
well, that's okay.
yeah.
They rejected Jesus because he spoke the truth.
Right. And here I am speaking the truth. Um, anyway, it's aged for 6+ months, so that could be 6 months, that could be more than six. And it's brewed with Sprague's Maple Farms maple, I assume. 7.5% alcohol by volume. And oh, that's the can. It's a little stack of pancakes with some blueberries and some syrup raining down from the sky, which if that ever happens, fucking run. The bees will be
Uh,
intolerant.
Creme brulee stout at the McKellar bar actually earlier.
Say
So
that again.
I had a creme brulee stout at the McKellar bar earlier.
How was that?
Oh, really good. Not super sweet, but just sweet enough. And like the good thing about the McKellar bar is like if you want not so much of a what you know is going to be a very intense beer, they'll serve it into a little like teacup,
Yeah,
like a 25 centiliter teacup, which is about um like 8 ounces, I think.
yeah.
So yeah,
The
like I
metric,
was
the metric system confuses me.
hmm?
The
Yeah, I
metric
know.
system confuses me.
Hearing the forecast with a friend of mine because I was bitching about it because it's supposed to rain all through Roadburn.
Oh,
So yeah, great. And I was like, I'm sorry the temperature units are in Freedom Eagles instead of Celsius, but
you'll figure it out. Um, Drinking out of a Becky Lynch glass, I kind of felt bad for last week when we were talking about Rhea Ripley, but we don't want to lose any respect for Becky Lynch because she is awesome. Ooh. All right, let's see what we got here.
Told me they had a match against each other, and
They
like
did, yeah.
Rhea Ripley was like, "Why are mommy and mommy fighting?"
Yeah, it's really what it is. They had a great match too. So there you go. It's a nice golden color. I don't know what initially when I bought this, I thought it was a stout. I don't know. I mean, I can see why I thought that, but no, it's an ale. So boy, it smells like blueberries. Hmm. More bitterness than I expected. The carbonation is fantastic. I want to say that. It pretty much explodes in your throat. It's very nice. Nice mouthfeel. Um, Honestly, the blueberry and the maple syrup is subtle. So again, not something that's overly sweet. If you didn't want to be bombarded, like you mentioned, the creme brulee that you had at McKellar. The only creme brulee stout I've ever had was the one made by Southern Tier, which I think is one of the worst beers I've ever had. It's like drinking pudding. Um, and so I was a little worried that this was going to have too much sweetness in it based on all of this because I've had a lot of, as much as I love maple syrup, I've had some beers where they have really overdone it, where it's like it's too thick, it's too, but this is really pleasant. It's a nice crisp ale, and you're really just getting the subtleties of the blueberry and maple syrup. Um, Hold on. It's a neighborhood dog barking in approval. Yeah, this is yeah. Yeah, this is really fantastic. Man, I didn't know what to expect. Like I said, I really was kind of worried that it was going to be a little too sweet. It's not. Perfect amount of sweetness. Again, I know I've already mentioned the carbonation, but that's a big aspect for me. I kind of get turned off a little bit by beers that I want my throat to sting a little bit whenever I swallow it. And sometimes there's something that's a little bit too smooth. I'm like, I don't really feel like I'm having a beer. But this, I definitely feel like I'm having a beer. And um, yeah, if you're not a fan of overly sweet beers, but you want a little bit, this should be right up your alley, unless you don't like maple syrup. And if you don't like maple syrup, fuck off. You know. Um,
From though, I can say that Maine isn't quite known for maple syrup, but Vermont is obviously.
of
So we're
course, yeah. And this, where is this? I don't even know where this brewery is at. Uh, oh, okay. Um, Ellicottville, New York, and Little Valley, New York. Okay, hence the name of the brewing company. So yeah, I like it. It's a nice beer to have on. I was gonna say I was also kind of expecting this to sort of be like a warm, or I'm sorry, a cold weather type of beer where it's cold outside and you're, just sitting under 100 blankets. Not necessarily. Like I said, it's 80 degrees right now and it's warm, and this beer goes perfect with it. So it's an all-weather beer.
Yeah, cool. Rub it in. It's gonna be like
I'm sorry.
50 or here. Uh, just like there's like some kind of official weather warning for thunderstorms.
We're getting thunderstorms tonight. I mean, it rained here all last week, like all week. It's been raining here. We are near record rainfall for the month of April. I think the record's like 9.62 inches, and we're teetering around 8. And that record was set, I think it was like in the 1800s is when that was sent, or when it was set. So it's raining a lot. Like my yard you can see like the grass has ripples in it from where the water has settled. It's a nightmare, and I'm trying to get usually around this time of the year, the type of grass that we have in our yard turns brown in the fall, and so it's like kind of brown most of the winter, and then whenever you get into March, April, it starts to turn green again. And so usually around this time, my whole backyard's green, and it's not. And part of that's Brody because she runs through the yard like a fucking stallion. She was so
Oh,
muddy yesterday.
my neighbors in Minneapolis who have like the Habsburg dogs, I think I've mentioned.
Yeah.
their yard is just bare dirt just because it's like they've got puppies,
Yeah.
just around there constantly,
Yeah.
they're cute.
Well,
Rob, I
I mean, good.
sent us a picture of Sauron and like apparently when they fed him his wet food, he got so excited he just like face planted in it. So they sent us a picture of him with like a smear of like wet food on his face.
Yeah. He was excited. Poor
Huh.
Sauron. He's does he do well without you guys there? Does he get uh
God, I've been like I was worried because he's such a mommy's boy. But I don't know. I impressed upon our cat sitters the importance of like playing with him a little bit. So I hope he's doing okay. I figure like if nothing else, maybe him and Baroness will bond.
yeah, maybe. That'd
Like,
be nice.
yeah.
They'll form a united front, so when you get home, you know, look out.
But
Oh, I don't
just
know.
form
Good. I'm sorry.
they're just gonna form a cat union and withhold um pets for like additional food. You know what? Sure.
Yeah, why not? They're cats. I mean, they don't get much in this world other than food and, the ability to sleep at any time that they want. Um, why not? Give them a little bit more power. Good for them. So there's nothing exciting going on. I can't think of anything to piss people off with. Uh,
We accidentally discovered a metal bar in the
ooh,
tourist part of Amsterdam called the Cave. It was delightful. They played nothing but new wave of British heavy metal, and
wow.
I had my favorite garbage beer, Hertog Jan.
I don't know that one.
Oh God, look it up. It's kind of a running joke with me and my friend Otto. Uh, when we meet at Roadburn, we meet under the sign of Jan.
You have to say if they have, I'm sure they have an Instagram. Send that to me too, so I can look up the great shitty beers from beyond the United States, where we have
Yeah,
plenty.
Hansa from Norway are my favorite piss beers. And Hansa might just be an association thing because I drank a lot well, for example, at Beyond the Gates, where I'm gonna name drop. I got very wine drunk with Gall's twink boyfriend.
Yes.
God, he's a sweetie. You
Yeah.
know, where you see of him where like he just looks like a human sunbeam. That is what he's like in real life. Like just the sweetest, kindest human being. And Gall's pretty nice too, just kind of a chill wine dad. Like
Yeah.
I'm a little bit afraid of him still, but
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
So
yeah.
Roadburn, who are you most excited to see?
Oh God. Okay, so there's a double bill on the 19th, I think, that I'm excited about. It's I'm gonna say it wrong.
Uh,
Tus Tusmorka. It's this prog rock band from Norway.
yeah.
And then this band Patriarchy, which is like kind of a cool like electronic synth kind of shit. They're playing back to back and like Otto, actually, my friend who we're um kind of camping neighbors with, like he's like a big advocate for the band Patriarchy, like kind of he helped them play the Inferno Festival pre-show in Oslo.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so he's like friends with the singer and shit. So like we're gonna it's and Tus Morka is on the label he works for.
Okay.
So we're gonna see them and bolt over to see Patriarchy. And that's gonna be great. I'm excited to see Couch Slut, God, hopefully knock on wood. This is my fourth attempt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like first time, I think like I was out of town. Second time I was out of town. Third time their guitarist was sick and they couldn't make it to the fest we bought tickets for.
Yeah.
So like fourth time's a charm. So help me God.
And no surprise, their new record's fucking great. I think it's out. I
Yeah,
think it's
it's up
I think it's out.
like yeah, they're great and like I think one of the most exciting, innovative bands I've seen, or I've not seen, you know what I mean?
Know
Like,
what you mean.
yeah,
Yeah, they're scary, but in a really fun and amusing way, as long as Megan doesn't hurt herself, which she probably will.
well, I mean, she will, but I hope she only hurts herself a little and in a very repairable way.
Yes, yes. Usually it's like a gash across the forehead, and she bleeds like a professional wrestler.
That's right. I feel like in a lot of ways, Meg is like a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll just stop in before I see him at the pharmacy, get some antibacterial wipes, and
You can't beat that. That sounds like a really good plan. Speaking of really good plans, this has been the beer video, and next week, Helen, you will not be available, right? Because you're going to be doing your
you
thing.
know, get a pinch hitter in.
We're going to try to get a pinch hitter, or we'll just take the weekend off. We'll see what happens. I don't want to piss off all 5 people that watch this every week. Um, but
Their pinch light in, eh?
what's that?
Get Jaden and their fantastic ring light in. God,
Fantastic. You don't understand how happy they were to see that on the video. I think you have you've given them a boost.
wow, I do my best.
Yes. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe we will do that. All right. Well, look, travel safely. Get the antibacterial wipes and eat more hot dogs.
That's right.
Yeah. And maybe Matt will eyeball some more incredible beers that I wish I could drink caffeine like that without having a panic attack. I just can't. I just can't do it. It's fine. It's okay. I can't have liquor. I can't have wine. I can't have caffeinated coffee. But for some reason, my brain lets me have beer. I'll take it.
You know? Yep, take what you're dealt, right?
Take what you're dealt. All right, everybody. Well, you go take what you're dealt, and we'll see you at some point down the road. I don't know. I don't end these well. All right, bye.